Calling to order the Monday, February 23rd, 2026 meeting of the Board of Adjustments. Please stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, also, before we do roll call, what I'd like to do, I'd like to have Lou Ramon come up to the dais as an alternate, please. CJ, would you like to do roll call, please?
Yeah. Kevin O'Neill.
Here.
Valerie Lundy.
Here.
Lou Ramon.
Here.
Vice Chairman Nick Abercrombie.
Here.
And Chairman Jim Rumsey.
Here. Okay, and were there any addition changes noticeable that need to be noted for the minutes from our December 15th, 2025? Okay, do I hear a motion to accept those minutes?
I'll move to accept the minutes as presented.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All right, motion carries to accept minutes. Vote please.
Kevin O'Neill. For the minutes.
Yes.
Valerie Lundy.
Yes.
Louis Ramon.
Yes.
Nick Abercrombie.
Yes.
And Jim Rumsey.
Yes. All right, currently for this meeting, we have no requests or public hearings. So we'll move on to discussion and election of the officers for chair and vice chair for the year of 2026. All right, floor is open for discussion.
I'll say we had a pretty light year last year. I think my good friend Jim Rumsey ought to take another run down the lane and keep leading this group. That would be my input.
Okay. I hear a nomination for chair for Jim Rumsey. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All right. We have a motion and a second. We'll now vote. Those in favor of Jim Rumsey continuing as chair in 2026.
Okay. Kevin O'Neill.
Yes.
Valerie Lundy.
Yes.
Louis Ramon.
Yes.
Nick Abercrombie.
Yes.
And Mr. Chairman Jim Rumsey.
Yes. Okay.
And who seconded that one?
Yes, we did
Kevin?
have a second.
Kevin, is that what?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
All right. For vice chair, I am going to ask and renominate Nick as my vice chair again for the light year, and see where the road takes us this year. I mean, I will have to say for the light year last year for the Board of Adjustments that CJ and Karen and Dave Burgess and their group did a fine job in running point for us.
Yes.
So
Appreciate it. Stop doing such a good job. We're getting
Getting bored, huh?
Yeah.
all right, so I nominate Nick Abercrombie as vice chair. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All right.
Okay, we have a first and a second to nominate Nick Abercrombie as vice chair. Kevin O'Neill.
Yes.
Valerie Lundy.
Yes.
Louis Ramon.
Yes.
Vice Chair Nick Abercrombie.
Yes.
And Chairman Jim Rumsey.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. CJ, do you have any reports to share with
Yeah,
us?
sure. Karen asked me to report. So on March 5th, coming up here at City Council is when the final code is going to City Council. So all your guys' hard work and years of service on that code. I know Val was very involved in that. So it's very appreciated from our department. You know, you guys volunteer a lot of time to do this. And, you know, that was kind of an extracurricular. So we just really appreciate it. So, yeah, it went out to public comments and, you know, sometimes these things are hit or miss. Like people are like, I don't want to read through zoning code on my days off, but the planning department received over 250 comments from our public.
Really?
You know, we did, I think, 2 or 3 different walk-in sessions with our consultant was here in the building where folks could come in. So that, you know, they had quite a few people walk in too. And, you know, they compiled all those comments and kind of incorporated some things as necessary before it even went to the planning commission. So, you know, we have a pretty cooked document going to the city council. So.
Okay, well, we appreciate your compliments. And I will say, Valerie, you had more information
Yes.
than the rest. I know at times I was at several meetings with her through that. And I will say that it was arduous considering that while we were doing that process, at times we worked redoing a lot of things for the Board of Adjustments and our ROP and things like that to come in appliance and agreement with municipal code. So I still want to thank everybody because it's been what, probably since 2023.
I don't want to think
2022.
about
Yeah.
So again, thank you. This is a very good team. I appreciate not only being a part of it, but leading it for the second year. Thank you very much for your vote of confidence.
We appreciate you doing it, Jim.
And then as far as the next meeting, the deadline for applications have passed. We do not have any applications, so
There you go.
we definitely will not see you guys in March.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens for April.
Just curiosity.
Yeah.
Are things just slowing down, or are things coming through planning to where you all can make the adjustments and people are accepting the adjustments and reapplying based on your recommendations?
Yeah, I think from like a large development standpoint, things have obviously slowed down quite a bit. I think that's due to a lot with interest rates and, you know, things like that. And the single family houses that are being built right now are, you know, in recently subdivided, you know, subdivisions where everything's kind of laid out already. And then, you know, so other than that, yeah, I mean, our Tava development's probably our biggest development that we've had, you know, come through the door and actually going ground up. You know, there's quite a few folks that do have entitlements with city council and they're just kind of holding off on spending money on construction right now. So, but we'll see. From a variance standpoint, I really don't even have any grumblings. So we'll see. So, yeah, possibly one actually, but we'll see.
Okay.
Possibly with our local fire department. So.
The other thing we'll have to do, Jim, is after everything is approved at city council, we'll have to go back and do some editorials probably on our
Probably need
rules
to.
and procedure, just to make sure we point at the right places, that's all.
Yeah, I think during our last meeting, Karen was talking about that, but we just wanted to get that through the finish line.
Oh, yeah.
first, you
Yes,
know? Maybe take a small breather
Yeah.
and then,
Yeah.
you know, we already have some notes on, you know, some tiny little things that once that gets through the door, we want to push a few other things through, you know, with the development code, because, you know, it was a restructuring. It wasn't a rewrite. You know,
Right.
there's still some holes in there. We still get questions once in a while. We're like, our code doesn't talk about that. Maybe we should talk about that, you know? So yeah, like with our local fire department, you know, they want to do some things out there that would really help train and, you know, make our fire department better, but our code doesn't talk about fire facilities and, you know, local EMS and things like that. So other municipalities do, so we could easily, you know, try to steal some language from some other folks and get it implemented in our code, you know, so just small things like that. So.
Just real quick, anything else to report?
No, we have Rick Dieter back there. I don't know if you guys have all met him before, but
Yeah,
he's
I
helping out with-
introduced myself when I came in.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, he's helping out with AV and he's our code compliance specialist, I think is his
Ooh.
full title. So he's the man out in the field, boots on the ground. So if anyone has any code compliance issues, he's your man.
All right. Go harass him. Yeah.
Yeah, go harass him. Yeah. Yeah. He's not bored, I'll tell you that. So, he's a busy man.
Okay, just real quick, I neglected to ask, so I will right now. Rick, do we have anybody online?
Just me.
Just she does our minutes, Amy Woolen. So thanks for listening, Amy.
Any other comments?
No.
Okay. I just want to say, Nick, it'll be a pleasure working with you again. As to the rest of our board. Lou, it's going to be a little different at times, not having you up here. However, we will, if we need to, bring you up.
Well,
As
and
an
I'll be
associate?
here, like I said, the strategy, such as it may be, that I had was to leave a regular board membership open, figuring that maybe people would be more inclined to
You can go.
apply as a regular, so. But we still gotta go out, all of us, and beat the
We gotta-
woods a little
we
bit,
gotta
and see if we
continue to
can
beat
scare up some.
the bushes because we still
people.
have one regular member
Correct.
position to fill, and we
Yeah.
have two alternates.
Correct. Yeah, so
Um,
we do have two full alternates, so our alternate positions are, full. We have two empty.
I know Lou would like to stay as an alternate, but another alternate member, I've never had the opportunity to meet this person. Have they considered coming up as a regular member? from
As you
an
guys were
alternate
just
position?
talking, I was thinking about making a phone call this.
Yeah, you need to do that.
Yeah.
So,
Need to do some harassment,
yeah.
This is Marshall.
yeah.
Correct.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, so-
I met him once when he was, when he was before city council. That's the only time I've seen him.
and I was out of town on that meeting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't remember meeting him, so I was probably somewhere.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember.
Okay, well, I agree with Lou. We need to beat the bushes and try and get these positions filled. So far, we have not had the issue of not having a quorum to do business. So again, appreciate the team. And with that said, with anything else,
Yeah, we just appreciate you guys showing up here when necessary and, yeah, just keep, trying to flush up some cubbies.
all right. Then I will call the Monday, February the 23rd, 2026 Board of Adjustments meeting adjourned.
Amazing.